Before watching this episode, I was relatively calm, like I just woke up kind of calm, and I was thinking, we're already done with Inori's performance last week, so surely we now have the time to breathe, and this episode is going to be more on the slower side, and oh boy, how wrong I was. As soon as this episode started, my heart was already racing and I'm already feeling nervous. It's not funny. I'm literally watching a figure skating anime involving children, and here I am with a heart rate that not even caffeine can do to me. Now, to the talking points. Mike's backstory and performance. First off, I got to defend the adults in the flashback here because it's not that the adults were fully in the wrong here. It's more of the fact that Mike had filthy, absolutely filthy, manipulative classmates. And really, lads, for all the maturity any adult can have, we, at the end of the day, are unfortunately still susceptible to manipulation. It's just how it is. It is what it is. And I feel bad for Mike because this memory gave her the wrong impression regarding adults, which eventually became her outlook in life until this performance. And as for her performance, at the start of it, I was kinda conflicted. On one hand, I wanted Inori to win, which means I need Mike to lose. Shocker, I know. But on the other hand, I don't want Mike to experience a catastrophic level of embarrassment should she fail in her program. And considering what we saw, I think we somehow managed to get both right. She didn't fall throughout the program, but her nerves sabotaged her just enough to make her rethink her entire approach to life. And I like that she had the humility to see how wrong she was when she confided with her coach by the end of it. And if there's any consolation for Mike despite the loss, she can always have Inori as her personal best friend. And I don't think anyone in the room would object to that idea. As for the second half of the episode, Hikaru's performance, oh boy, this sent me back to 2014, more than a literal decade ago. Why is that? Back in 2014, that was the year where I watched Your Lie in April, and one particular scene from this anime was when Kose and Kaori were performing a duet of Introduction and Rondo Capriccioso by Camille Saint-Saëns. And that was actually my first encounter with Saint-Saëns as a composer. And that was also a time where I was having my classical music era, or phase if you like to call it that. And as I was searching for other songs composed by Camille Saint-Saëns, I stumbled upon Danse Macabre. And while to this day I never thought about having a favorite classical piece to say in small talk, there's a high likelihood that Danse Macabre is my most played classical piece. I just love how soft the piece is for the most part, and the high notes it has never felt like a showstopper kind of high note, but more of a logical progression to the story that Danse Macabre was trying to tell us. As soon as I heard the first few notes of this piece in Hikaru's performance, I was mentally out of the anime, no joke, because I was fanboying over the fact that Hikaru's program used a classical song that is near and dear to me, and I actually had to rewatch her entire performance because of it. But in all seriousness, I don't have a lot to say to Hikaru because I can throw every superlative at her and it just wouldn't feel enough. So let's leave it at that. She's just perfect. She's absolutely perfect. And as for the final scene of the episode, Inori committing a double murder wasn't on my bingo card. But you know what's on my bingo card? Tsukasa being an absolute GOAT once again. And he's doing this even in front of an actual Olympic gold medalist. And we're definitely counting down the days until we see Inori and Tsukasa actually take on Hikaru and Jun. And that would be an absolute thriller of a duel once it happens. So, yeah. That's about it for me. Until next time then, everyone.